Well, I think now things are changing because, for instance, you and I, once we have families, and we do have families, once we are grounded, then we are able to introduce all these precepts to our children as they grow.
Okay.
But unfortunately, for many people who have been raised in a generation where there was no father or mother who was grounded, then that's where the time bomb was set. A lot of young people get into, let's say, porn without even knowing. They're just introduced. Somebody was, they're seated down, they're watching a movie, and then all of a sudden, all these images fly in the air, and nobody's there to say, no, this is not right. So it becomes the norm. It's okay. All right. Then you have other people who are struggling, and they think, you know what, this is what we need to introduce to the younger people. Then you have that problem. But once we have a generation that has gone through the struggle, gone through the challenge, we are able to tell a different story. Because I will tell you this, and this is an addiction. Sexual perversion is an addiction, generally like any other. We cannot just say, you know what, they're smokers and drinkers. No, this is really a deep kind of addiction that does not only destroy the person, but actually destroys generations to come. So one gentleman was asked, how long have you ever taken without smoking? And this is what he said. All my life, I've only stayed once, only for a month, just a month. And after a month, I just said, you know what, I'm just tired, let me just smoke. And that was it. And never again, since he was a teenager. And now he's in the going to the 5th floor, that is in his 50s. And he's saying, I have never stayed longer than 1 month. And that was just once. And then he was asked, so how can you help somebody who has started smoking stop? And he said, the only way to stop is never to start, because once you start, it becomes a lifetime challenge. So this is where the problem comes in. For those who have been introduced and they have come to know Christ Jesus, it's not that they are set free in terms of next year nothing will happen, or 10 years from now nothing will happen. No, it is a daily battle where these are the lines that I have to draw. These are the lines I have to. If you don't draw the lines, regardless of how much you pray, it will not work. You will still go down, and the enemy will target you with his fiery arrows of shame and guilt, until one day you may say, you know what, it's impossible. But the moment you draw the lines, knowing that this is a daily battle, this is not a one-day battle. You've got to actually start singing the song, this is the day that the Lord has made. This day.
This day.
Not, you know what, I made it last week. No. Every waking day this is the day that the Lord has made, and I'm starting a new journey. Somebody said great men and great women only exist if they can hold on to that name to the grave. As long as we are still alive, we can never say, you know what, I'm free. But we can change the story to for the younger generation. We can start training these children. We can start making sure that whatever comes to their eyes is holy, and we protect them. If it is the phone or whatever is on the media, we tell them, you know what, you cannot just say it is safe because the government has done this, the Communication Authority of Kenya is doing this. No. One of the television stations was actually fined for airing cartoons that were absolutely explicit. So maybe think about the kids who are there. So this is, yes, there is hope for those who are introducing these precepts to their young ones, churches that are introducing such lessons to young ones. But for those who are grown-ups, it's a daily walk, daily battle.